Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. And if you're seeing my face for the first time, hi, I'm Prajakta and I'm a cabin crew with Etihad Airways, and I make videos related fashion, beauty, cabin crew lifestyle and of course traveling. If you want to stick around, do subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, follow me on my Instagram, and let's jump into our today's video. Today's video is super important for those who are planning to join Etihad Airways as a cabin crew or who have already submitted their video assessment and waiting for their second round or third round. This is a really important video because today we are going to talk about English test for all the airlines, especially for Etihad Airways, because I myself have given Etihad Airways English test, so I can talk about more in detail about Etihad Airways English exam. But basically we are going to focus on English exam, which is the last and final step of your cabin crew interview. And because if you fail in this, you're not gonna get selected as a cabin crew, because as we all know, we are going to interact with different type of passengers from all over the world, because English is the only language that we can speak with different nationalities, right? Today I'm going to tell you how you can crack this exam, what to expect from English test and what not to expect, and everything in detail. First, let's talk about what English test includes. Etihad has divided English test into 4 parts. First is of course grammar, second is reading, third is listening skills, and fourth is vocabulary. I'm going to explain you all these 4 parts in detail. So first part I mentioned was grammar test. So as we all know, grammar test includes past tense, future tense and present tense. So most probably it will include lot of past tense and future tense. So make sure you study about it, make sure you go through the stuff, or just start reading newspaper or start reading any book in English if your English is not that good. That will really help you. Or start watching Netflix series in English, that will really help you. Or you can even use website like Perfect English Grammar, or there are a lot of apps that you can improve your English on, so you can go ahead and do that. Then let's talk about reading part. So in reading, what they will do is they will give you the short paragraph, and then on that paragraph basis they are going to ask you questions. So you will find these answers for that questions in that paragraph, or they will ask you questions related to that paragraph. So it's not necessary कि वो paragraph में सारे answers होंगे. Maybe they are just checking your knowledge, maybe they are just checking your reading skills, क्योंकि if they want you to copy and paste the answer, they wouldn't do that, because it's very easy, anyone can do it, but they want to really see if you are really good in reading or good in understanding what that paragraph says. So you might find answer in that paragraph, or they will just ask you some question regarding, like, related to that paragraph, and then you might have to come up with your own answer related to that question. I hope you are understanding what I mean. I don't know I'm explaining it properly or no, but I hope you get my point. Then let's talk about listening. Etihad and Emirates English tests are completely different. Etihad has all these parts like grammar, vocabulary, listening and reading, but Emirates has only reading and grammar. So Etihad mein listening is also very important. Talk about listening. What happens in listening skills? They will give you one voice note which will be around 60 seconds or 1 minute or maybe more than that, and you can only play that audio for 2 times, not more than 2 times. So you have to be very careful, you have to pay attention, and then they are going to ask you question. Maybe there will be 5 questions or maybe more than that. So again, they are going to check your focus, if you are focus or no, or if you are paying really attention what that voice note says, and they are going to ask you questions related that. Fourth part is vocabulary. Vocabulary will have at least 5 to 6 questions if I'm not wrong. So you will be tested on the meaning of words. So what is vocabulary? Basically they will give you one word and they will ask you what does this word mean. You have to explain them what does this line or word means. They will give you option. Maybe they will have some aviation related word in vocabulary, like what do you mean by boarding, what do you mean by deboarding, or what do you mean by passenger. So I would suggest start taking knowledge about aviation terms, like basic terms ki boarding kya hota hai, deplaning kya hota hai. If you want to be a cabin crew, Etihad expect you to know this basic knowledge and basic questions. So just have a knowledge about it, Google it, start watching YouTube videos. Now let's talk how you can prepare for this exam. You can do one thing, you can go on ChatGPT to give you questions and you can answer them and check your answers if your answers are right or wrong. Or maybe you can just Google it, and there are a lot of websites, they will give you all these exams. There are a lot of apps, they will help you to improve your English. Speak in English with your friends or with your family member, that will really help you, because I am myself is not a native English speaker. My native language is different. So I speak only Marathi in my family, but when I wanted to improve my English, or when I wanted to focus on my English, I started talking to myself in English. Okay, and then I used to Google कि ये सही है या नहीं है. We are very lucky because we have ChatGPT. Back then we didn't have ChatGPT. So we used to Google everything. I used to Google everything. I used to stand in front of mirror and talk to myself, because my mom dad cannot speak English. I mean, they understand the English but they cannot reply. So my only hope was my brother and myself. I used to talk with my brother in English, and then my friends, of course, and myself. So you can do that. Start watching English interviews. That really helps you, because I remember before giving interview for Indigo or any other airline, I was watching YouTube videos all in English. Then I used to watch English movies. I never watched English movies because I wasn't in Hollywood. मैंने बस हैरी पॉटर देखा था and some like famous movies. Apart from that, I never watched English movies, but I started watching it because I wanted to clear my English test. And remember, guys, any airline is not just testing your grammar or your listening skills. They want to see if you are capable enough to communicate with passenger under the pressure or in emergency, or even during regular day, if you are able to communicate with passenger or no. And that's what they want, because if you can't talk in English, it's going to be very difficult for you to clear the interview. Be focused. With the right amount of practice, I think you guys can aim the English test. It's not impossible. If I have done it, you can do it easily. So that's all for my today's video. I hope this video is helpful for you. I hope you enjoy watching this video and you learn something from this video. And if you want to know more about cabin crew lifestyle and cabin crew interview, then do subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, follow me on my Instagram, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.